Millionaire freezes when he sees a saleswoman who looks just like his ex-wife. The busy mall echoed with chatter, perfume samples, and flashing lights. Among the crowd, Richard, a millionaire known for his ruthless business empire, walked with his usual arrogance until he froze mid-step. His eyes locked on a woman standing behind a small perfume counter. She wasn't anyone famous, not dressed in designer clothes, yet Richard's heart stopped. The saleswoman's face. It was identical to his ex-wife, Lena, the woman he had lost years ago in a tragic accident. For a moment, he couldn't breathe. Could it be her? Was this some cruel trick of fate? Or something more? His world of control and logic suddenly began to crack. And every step closer brought him face to face with a truth he never expected. Richard Bennett was the kind of man everyone feared and admired. CEO of a luxury car company, his name symbolized success. But behind that iron reputation was a man haunted by guilt. 5 years ago, his wife Lena had died in a car crash. A night Richard still replayed in his mind every time he closed his eyes. They had fought that evening and she'd driven away in tears. That was the last time he saw her alive. Since then, Richard's heart had turned to stone. He buried himself in work, wealth, and women who reminded him of nothing. Yet, when he entered that mall to attend a business meeting with investors, everything changed. A soft voice called, "Sir, would you like to try our new fragrance?" He turned and his world tilted. The saleswoman's eyes, hazel brown, warm, and deep, looked exactly like Lena's, her smile. Her posture, even the way she tucked a strand of hair behind her ear. It was her. Richard felt his chest tighten. "Lena?" he whispered, almost afraid to breathe. The woman blinked in confusion. "I'm sorry, sir. My name's Elena." Elena, the name sent chills down his spine, too close, too strange. He stood there, stunned, unable to move, watching her like a man who had just seen a ghost. The encounter haunted him for days. Richard couldn't sleep. Who was she? Why did she look so much like Lena? Finally, his obsession took over. He sent his assistant to find out everything about Elena. The report came quickly. Elena Moore, 29, saleswoman, no criminal record, single. Recently moved to the city. Ordinary background. Nothing suspicious, but Richard's gut screamed otherwise. He decided to visit her again. When he returned to the mall, Elena recognized him immediately. "Back for more perfume, mister?" she asked politely. "Bennett." Richard Bennett, her eyes widened for a split second. Something flickered there. He caught it. "Do I know you?" he pressed. "No, sir," she replied softly. Though her hands trembled, he offered her a job. Double her current pay. She refused. That only deepened his suspicion. Over the next weeks, he watched her, not out of malice, but desperation. She visited an old apartment block, met with a frail woman in a wheelchair. And Richard's heart dropped when he saw the woman's face. It was Lena's mother. Richard confronted Elena the next day. "Why are you visiting Lena's mother?" he demanded, his voice shaking. Elena's eyes filled with tears. "Because she's my mother too." The words struck him like lightning. She handed him an old photograph. A picture of Lena holding a baby in a hospital bed. "You never knew, did you? Mom had twins. She gave one up for adoption because she and your father didn't want to raise two children. I was that baby." Richard staggered back. "Twins? Lena never told me." "She didn't know either. She found out months before the accident and tried to reach you," Elena said, her voice breaking. "But you were too busy with your empire." Tears rolled down Richard's face. For the first time in years, he realized he hadn't just lost a wife that night. He had lost the chance to know her other half. Elena touched his hand gently. "You can't change the past, but you can still do something good now," and that's what he did. Richard funded Elena's business dream, a perfume line named Lena's Grace. It became a tribute to both sisters, one lost, one found, and a symbol of healing. Sometimes life gives us a second chance, not to fix the past, but to honor it. Would you have walked away? Or tried to uncover the truth like Richard did? Share your thoughts below. Every story deserves to be heard.